I feel like there's a point that we reach where we say that enough is enough. Enough of the overthinking, enough of the self-doubt, enough of belittling ourselves, enough of feeling like we have to have control. Whoa, okay. This is such a powerful and profound topic. How to detach, how to let go, how to trust in divine timing and be at peace with the progress of where you are in life right now, in what's happening in your life, in the transition that you are in this moment, and not forcing things, not needing to have control over the outcome, over what is going to happen or when or how, and more so just feeling tranquility, being okay with the pace of things and the direction that you're in. How do you do this? When your emotions, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the worry clouds your mind, clouds your ability to see things for what they are. And then you start to wonder and question if you're in the right place or how you're going to move through this, how you're going to make it out, how you're going to achieve your goals, and so on. This is such a heartfelt topic for me because it's one that I tried for a long time to control, or not control, that I tried to become skilled at. I tried to let go and surrender for the longest, right? And sometimes saying it is not enough. Oh, I surrender. I trust in God. I trust in the universe. Okay, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna let it go, but it's still there. Then you find yourself overthinking about the same thing over and over. The situation is still there. That feeling of uncertainty, of needing to know how and when, is still there. So in this video, I'm going to be diving into how you can truly let go. This is what I did to dive into full and ultimate surrender, genuinely and truly, and not worry about things. Whether it's unexpected things that happen in my life, maybe something as simple as a bill, or just something that someone says to me, or whatever it is, a situation, a change that happens in my life, and not allowing that to determine how I'm going to feel and react and move going forward. I don't let things discourage me anymore. I more so see it and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm learning something new out of that. Maybe that is teaching me something that later down the line I'm going to be able to use, or it's going to benefit me in some sort of way or form. I no longer attach to things. I no longer chase things, whatever I want, whatever I desire. It's more so I'm taking the back seat and I'm just observing things go on in my life, and I trust in the divine that much, because it sort of does come down to trust, right? Not sort of, it comes down to trust. When you trust in something, when you know something, you don't question it, you don't doubt it, right? But how do you trust? How can you know when you don't know? The very first step in detaching, in surrendering, will be acceptance. You have to accept things for what it is. Whatever thing happened to you, whatever it is that you are working through, you have to become aware of it and say, okay, this is what it is. Let me give you a couple of examples of acceptance. There have been times where I have received unexpected bills that really upset me because I'm not in the financial space to receive this bill. And I mean, come on, who wants to have an unexpected $100 plus bill to pay for? It's something that a lot of times anger us, it's something that a lot of times frustrates us, and that's just how we react, right? So keep that in mind as an example, and then I'm going to give you another example. Let's say with my business and trying to grow my business, and me having a goal in my mind that I want to reach about the amount of people I want to be able to reach and the amount of money I want to be bringing in on a monthly basis, and me not reaching that, me not seeing any type of real success or progress, even though I'm putting in the work, right? This is days, weeks, months in of hours and energy that I'm doing what I think I should be doing, but I'm not seeing any type of real momentum and success, at least not what I think would be ideal, right? all of these things, these two examples, one is a little bit more simple, one is a bit bigger. And you know what? Let me give you a third example in case that this relates to you in terms of relationships. Let's say that you are single right now and you're really trying to manifest the person of your dreams. You're really looking to bring in someone who has the qualities that you have or that you want in a person, whether that is that they're respectful, loving, loyal, wealthy, emotionally and mentally mature, and so on, right? Or let's say you are in a relationship and right now that relationship is not what you want it to be. It is not serving you. It's not making you happy. And so you're in this uncomfortable, uncertain space on whatever it is that your situation in particularly is. You have this uncertainty, this uncomfortable feeling, this worry of what am I going to do? What is going to happen? How am I going to pay this bill? When am I going to reach success in my business? When am I going to meet the right one? How is this relationship going to get better, right? All of those things. The first thing you have to really come to terms of is, I accept this for what it is. It is what it is. And it is for the moment being, right? You can't really change it in the now. You can, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But for now, the bill's already there. You can't go in their machine and change it up and put it to $0, right? In terms of your business, the example that I gave with that, you can't just magically have 500 people appear and buy your services and your products and work with you, right? In terms of finding the one, you can't that person's not just going to appear in this split second right here, right now, boom, the one who is your Prince Charming or your queen and right in this moment, right? And then with the last example, you can't just make your current relationship become super coherent and harmonious and loving and kind when it's not, right? So that is what I mean by acceptance. You accept things for what it is. You say, okay, this is what the situation is right in this very moment. There's not much I can do about it, and getting frustrated over it, feeling a need of attachment or feeling a need of, or not a need, but feeling uncertain isn't changing it. It is what it is and I accept it. Okay, that's cool. It is what it is. With that acceptance, you are going to train yourself, remind yourself that it is okay if you have this thing, but it's even better if you don't. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Anny, but no, I don't want this thing. I need to have it. Like it has to happen. You know, I want the right partner. I want the success. I need the money. Okay, that is going to come. But the point is that we're going to detach from feeling like we need it, feeling like we are lacking that thing. And that is the key. So when you accept it, you also say, it's okay. It's great if I have this thing, but it's even better if I don't have it. Give yourself that sense of like, it's okay if it doesn't come, because it is okay if it doesn't come. What is actually the worst thing that could happen if that thing did not come? You are still going to live. Something else, something better could actually come in. You have to leave room and space for the universe to give you what you want in whatever way the universe is going to give it to you. Because sometimes it's not going to be in the way that you think and expect. Sometimes it'll just be better, or sometimes it's just going to be through a different way. The second thing would be importance. You cannot give things too much importance, not a person, not a goal, not anything in life. You cannot give it too much importance. When you give something too much importance, you actually end up pushing it away. This is why detaching is so important. When you're giving something important, you're technically chasing it. And when you're chasing something, it's not going to flow to you, right? So think about when you give someone too much importance, whether this is someone that you love, someone that you like, and you're constantly texting them, you're constantly on top of them, you're easily accessible to them, you're always available, and you're seeking it from a place of need, of, oh my God, what am I going to do without you? And same thing in, let's say, business. If you're trying to achieve a certain goal in your life, in your business, right? And you feel like you just have to reach this, and you're constantly worrying and feeling anxious and thinking about how you're going to reach your goals. And I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to post 10 times a day, and I have to go out people's doors and knock, and you're just running your head, chasing it. Technically, you're actually pushing it away. And for the universe to bring balance, it kind of runs away from you even more. That's just how the universe works. So reduce your importance. And it doesn't mean that you're going to give up on this thing you want. It doesn't mean that you're going to stop being open to receiving the person of your dreams or being open to new opportunities for your business. It just means that you are going to allow things to flow to you, but without putting too much importance. You don't want to focus on someone or something and act as if you need that to live, because you don't. I'm going to give you a personal example with those things. When I was trying to grow my social media account, I was constantly trying to figure out ways to put myself out there, to, post as often as I can and do as much as I can. But with that, which is great, I'm doing what I need to do, because you also do need to take action. You don't stop taking action, but it's also about the emotion. Remember that your emotion is one of the most powerful things. And so with me taking action, I was always having this expectation. Anytime I made a post, I was expecting for that post to be the one that was going to blow up. I was expecting that I was going to get hundreds and thousands of likes. I was expecting that people were going to comment and that one post was going to be the one. So every time I posted, I had this high expectation, this unrealistic expectation. And in a way, it wasn't even fun anymore, because every time I posted, every time I did a video, anytime I posted out content, I was attached to the outcome. I was attached to, is this going to reach the people that I needed to reach? Is it going to blow up? Is this going to be the one that's going to get me the thousands of followers and whatnot? I wasn't even enjoying it anymore. I wasn't going with the flow and enjoying the process of making the video and having fun like I am now, you know what I mean? And that alone, that emotion behind what I'm doing, even if if this is around you trying to attract in the right person for yourself, what emotion do you have behind that? Do you have an emotion of feeling lonely? Do you have an emotion of needing someone there because you just need somebody to comfort you and to be codependent on, you know what I mean? Or is it coming from a place of, I invite someone into my life simply because I'm ready for divine unionship, and I'm ready to share with someone, to meet someone in the middle who meets me and co-create together, not depending on that person, not needing that person, not because it's coming from a place of a lack of self-love, a lack of loneliness, whatever it is, but more so because this will be someone that is going to be adding to your life rather than just feeling something that you think you lack. So the emotion is also what tells the universe whether or not that thing can flow to you or not. That is what creates the resistance. I hope that makes sense. The point is that when you worry about something that you cannot control, right? When you put too much importance on something, does it actually even change the situation? Probably not. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. Worrying about it doesn't make the person of your dreams show up in your life. It doesn't make you any more successful. It doesn't make you any more money. So why even worry in the first place? That is the way that I started looking at it. It's like, oh my God, I'm really overwhelming myself. I'm really stressing myself out over something that is not even changing by me feeling this way. So I might as well just relax. I might as well just let go. I might as well release the importance and accept things for what it is. And both of those two things come from a place of being in the present moment. Learn to be in the present moment, my beautiful friend. I don't know how many times I can express this, but be present, be in the now. Learn to slow down, learn to tune in to this beautiful, perfect present moment, not in the past and not in the future. Stop thinking about, oh, what can I do? How is this going to happen? When, where, but this, but that, and just focus on what you have right here, right now, this very second. Tune in right here. Stare at your hand, stare at the room. Feel into your breath, your heart. Just be here and just be now. You can't change the past and you can't predict the future, right? Nothing is set in stone. You learn to become present by doing practices that allow you to tune into the present moment. And it could be something as simple as when you're washing the dishes, just feeling the water running down your hands, or if you're sitting down, just paying attention to your breathing, how it feels when you inhale, how it feels when you exhale, and so on. This is something that you are training yourself at. You are reprogramming your thinking patterns, okay? You are teaching yourself to not allow yourself to go down a rabbit hole of negative thoughts, of uncertainty and worry, and instead taking control, becoming aware and saying, you know what? Okay, I'm having these negative thoughts. I'm being uncertain right now. I recognize that, letting it go and changing that around and saying, you know what? This is going to work out for me. I'm going to claim this energy that everything works out for me. The universe works in my favor. I'm just focused and worried about the now right here. And the now right here is okay. It's okay. It's going to happen. It's coming. It's a process. It's going to happen over time, and it's already mine. You don't have to force it. You don't have to worry about it because it is already yours. It's just a matter of time for it to come to you. Really integrate that into your mind, because that is an actual fact. I started to become delusional with my goals and the things that I desire. I kept telling myself that what I want not only wants me, but that it's already mine. It's already there. It already exists in this reality, in the here and now, as that is all that we actually have, is the here and the now. And I would tell myself, why am I worrying about being successful, having a certain amount of followers, making a certain amount of money, or having the right person, that amount of money, that success? I already have it. There's a version of me that literally is living that life, and I'm going to have it. It's just a process of timing. And this, what you're going through right now, is actually preparing you for that. It is actually building you and molding you to become that version and to be that version of whatever it is that you so desperately desire. Why do you think that you desire that so deeply within your heart to begin with? Why do you think you have that vision? Why do you think you get sparked up when you think about your future soulmate, or the success that you can have and the money that you can make? Because there's a version of you that literally already has it, and you're connected to that version. But what you're going through right now is part of molding you, of creating that future version of you that already has those things. Because we don't just wake up successful. We don't just wake up a certain version of ourselves. You know what I mean? Think about it this way, right? If you want to be a billionaire and have your own business and become an entrepreneur and, you know, all of these beautiful things, don't you think, or don't you know, that there are certain skills that you first need to acquire and have in order to be a business owner? You need to be responsible. You need to know how to budget your money. You need to be consistent. You need to be disciplined. You need to wake up early every day. You need to have a certain routine in place, a certain schedule, a certain organization that allows you to be that person. And perhaps you're not fully that person right now. Right? Maybe there are some things that you first need to heal and work through in order for you to be in union with this person without sabotaging the connection once you meet this person. Sort of like that saying, hurt people. And so maybe there are some things about yourself. Maybe you need to learn how to love yourself a little more and be whole and feel okay with just yourself, knowing that you are whole, that you are complete without this thing, whether it's a person or a thing or a goal, knowing that you are ultimately fulfilled, that you are whole, that you are okay without this thing or with it. You don't actually need it. So look at things that way. And these are things that I remind myself of, is that this version of me right now, the things that I'm going through, let's say the challenges, the lessons, they are molding me to become that version of me that I so desperately want. Right? That has the partner, that has the money, that has the success, that is disciplined, that doesn't self-sabotage, all of these beautiful things. It is happening for me right now. I'm already en route. I'm already on that journey to success, to have the life of my dreams. The struggles, the low points, the lessons are part of it too. Okay? People do not just wake up with everything that they want. It is a process. You don't get from A to B in a straight line. And learn to be okay with that process. Learn to trust. because the universe is always working in your favor. Say it with me. The universe is always working in my favor. So that is how you surrender. You surrender through knowing that enough is enough. You surrender by just training yourself, reminding yourself that things are going to happen for you, that the universe wants to give you these things, and that it's already happening. You are already starting to make those changes. It's just you need to be a little bit more patient. You need to allow things to be and continue being as consistent as you can. You surrender, you trust in the divine, because you know that you deserve so much more. I feel like there's a point that we reach where we say that enough is enough. Enough of the overthinking, enough of the self-doubt, enough of belittling ourselves, enough of feeling like we have to have control, of needing things to happen in our timing and not divine timing. And when you reach that point, for me, when I had my death of ego, it was actually not when I was on shrooms. I know that most people have a death of ego while they are on shrooms, but mine actually happened one random day. It was this day, and let me share a little story with you. I was feeling something, but I didn't know what I was feeling. I was feeling something, and at the same time I wasn't feeling anything at all altogether. I remember being in my living room feeling this overwhelming feeling of not knowing what I was feeling, and something told me go in the room. And so I come in my room right here in my bed, and I sit there. Something told me to come here though, and I sit there in bed and I start bawling my eyes out. I start crying, sobbing, and I'm pacing back and forth as I'm sitting down. I'm just going like this, and I'm holding my heart, and I cried in a way that I have not cried before. Well, I have cried before in this way, and it was the time that I lost my brother, and that's exactly what this cry felt like. It felt as if I was grieving something or someone. It literally felt as if I was grieving a version of myself that was dying. I started crying and I started saying, I'm done. I'm over stressing, trying, wanting, forcing. I'm done. I just want to surrender. I just want to let go. I just want things to happen in divine timing. I trust, like, I'm done belittling myself. I'm done giving the bare minimum. I'm done forcing things. I was just so, it was my breaking point with myself. I reached a point where I realized that, number one, I'm meant for more, and number two, I can't keep forcing things. I'm only making things worse on myself by worrying about something that, like, right now I can't do nothing about besides surrender, besides trust. And there's this click. There's something that happened that day. I'm sorry, my nose piercing keeps moving. There's something that happened within me that day. It was like a switch. It was like a click. It was like literally turning me on from off. Something just clicked in me that day. And when I tell you, I completely and utterly surrendered, and I was there for, like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, just like, I'm done. I surrender. Take the wheel. Take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. It's over. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm going to continue taking those steps, and the rest is up to the divine. The rest is up to God. The rest is up to the universe, and I'm going to trust in that. It's no longer my way. And when you surrender in that way, where you just know that the universe always has your best interest, because it truly and genuinely does, and you just just let go, you feel such a weight lifted off your energy, off your space, off your heart. It is such a weight lifted off you, and you can let things to flow to you. So my last recommendation, I would say, would be meditation or journaling. If you don't have a natural moment as I did like that, because for me it came naturally, but in a way maybe not so naturally, because this is work that I've been doing over time. I have been trying to surrender. It's just that was like my breaking point, where I cried and I grieved that part of me that self-sabotages. I grieved and cried that part of me that feels the need to control and all of these other things, right? I grieved that old version of me, the version of me that no longer is going to where I'm headed, that I know I'm headed, that I know is already mine. You know what I mean? Like, with the limiting beliefs, with the doubt, with the uncertainty, with the being afraid of being seen, of being heard, all of that. It was such a beautiful experience. But I believe that you can activate this in you yourself through meditation and journaling. Okay, you have to also take action. So I do encourage you to take some time to set aside, to sit down with yourself, set the scene, maybe put some nice music on, turn off the lights, whatever you feel drawn to do, and go into a state of surrender. And all you're going to do, if you're going to do this while meditating, is calling in whoever it is you believe in the higher power, whether that's God himself, Jesus, your spirit guides, your angels, the universe, whoever resonates with you. Call them in and tell them that you want to surrender. Once you're in that relaxed state where your mind, your ego mind, your conscious mind is out the way and you can sink into the subconscious mind and just allow yourself to observe things, invite in this higher power and tell them, I want to surrender. I want to let go. I want you to lead and I want to trust in that. Help me find you and trust in you. You have to ask for assistance, okay? And from there, just allow things to be. Just see what happens, see what you feel, see where they lead you. Don't force anything. Going forward in that meditation or after the meditation, just allow yourself to feel and be present and just simply take it all in. You can also do this with journaling, where you're writing as if you're writing a letter to the universe on what you want and to help you surrender, okay? Surrender comes from a place of detachment. It comes from a place of knowing and just fully putting your faith in the process and in the divine. You surrender when you understand that you are loved, that literally like everything does work in your favor and you're the one blocking things. You're the one putting up these barriers for things to come to you, to flow to you as easy and as fast as you want them to. You just have to stop giving a fuck. Just stop giving a fuck. Just whatever. Like, things are gonna happen for you. I promise you. And it's just the best part about all of this is the ease. It's the freedom that you feel. And when you go back to just enjoying things, when you go back to enjoying the process and seeing the bigger picture, seeing the lesson, like, okay, what is this teaching me though? Why am I going through this right now? Oh, you know what? I'm being prepared. I'm being trained to be successful, to know how to manage my money when I am making $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, right? This is preparing me for the right person so that I don't sabotage that connection. Just look at the bigger picture here. Okay, and practice it. You have to practice surrendering every day of your life. When you wake up, claim that, say it. I surrender. I let go. I don't have to worry. The universe is working in my favor. And eventually you will find yourself in a place where you don't need to control things anymore, where you understand that things are happening for you and they're going to happen in divine timing. My beautiful loves, if you find this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. I would really and greatly appreciate your support. Also subscribe so we can continue freeing ourselves and self-actualizing ourselves and becoming the best version of ourselves together. This is a journey. This is an experience where we are here to create the reality and the life that we want without limitations, because we are limitless beings. We genuinely truly are. Oh my goodness, when you truly realize your power, okay, please give this a thumbs up and I will see you in the next video. See ya.